Hello YouTube, welcome to another edition of Triple Rider. It's a Friday afternoon, almost evening. Wrapping up the day, sort of. Need to head to Roppongi to take care of a last meeting for the evening. And then we'll be free. So let's get out of here first. Oof. I feel a little tired today. Not sure why. It's not like I've done a whole lot. Got my money. Got my ticket. Let's not drop the coin. I like to drop the coin the other day, and it took me over freaking to get off the bike and go get it because it rolled. Now I got change to deal with. Come. There we go. In the pocket. Zip it up. Let's rock. So anyway, we'll take you guys along with me on the ride to go to Roppongi, and I'm going to talk about my weight issue that I dealt with since last summer. And I'm going to go around you and go here. Thank you very much. Oh, that sun's bright. So basically the gist of the story is, when I moved to Japan long time ago, I think I weighed about 68 kilograms, which I guess is about 150 something, I forget, but I'll figure it out and put it on the screen obviously. But yeah, so over the years, I guess the last 2 years were the most critical, where I gained a lot more weight than I expected. It's because at the peak of the summer last year, as I was returning from my America vacation, I came back and I weighed something like 92 kilograms, which is about, well, something over 200 pounds, I know that. And I was like, nothing fit anymore. And that just wasn't agreeable, because I really didn't feel like buying new clothes, and I just felt icky, you know? Felt kind of slow and old. And I think that was really just because of the weight. Hello Kitty Hatobus. So among my clothes not fitting, not having any energy, just being tired all the time, I decided to take action for my weight. And I just, instead of taking drastic steps like a severe diet, or, you know, committing to a gym, all that good stuff, I decided just to kind of reevaluate like how I was eating and what I was eating, and just really took a really deep inventory of, you know, not only what I was eating, but when I was eating, and then like how I was burning those calories. And what I found out was that well, actually, you know what, let me back up just a second and say, well, basically my general lifestyle is pretty clean as far as like general diet, drinking, things like that. I really don't drink, and I don't gouge myself on cheeseburgers and pizza and things like that. I really honestly been eating a lot more Japanese food more than anything else, because it's just the people I'm hanging out with. We always kind of wind up at some izakaya or Japanese place, or, you know, basic stuff. And I love things like soba noodle and udon and things like that. And So it wasn't like the food that I was eating was the problem. It was more like when I was eating and how I was eating. So we used to have, like, for lunches, especially during the weekdays, you know, we'd all eat together as a team at the office, just because of the style of job we have, and, you know, you're kind of working with your team, and it's kind of a cohesive environment. But we'd always go to these big Japanese lunches, and, you know, something like 1,500 yen a day. And anybody works in Tokyo should understand, if you're paying 1,500 yen a day for food, A, that's excessive, and B, it's a ridiculous amount of food. So one of the first things I did was stop that nonsense. And I didn't stop eating with my team, but I mean, some of my job stuff changed a little bit, so I didn't have as many people to eat with, so I wound up eating by myself sometimes, and that was easiest, because then I could just go to the convenience and get a salad, or just stick with a small sandwich or something, like just reducing my lunch by about 75%. I really, you know, when it came right down to it, when I finally adjusted my eating patterns, I was eating only 25% of what I used to eat for lunch, and I felt fine. I had enough energy and didn't feel hungry, and, you know, I felt pretty good, so I kept it at that. And not only that, save a lot of money too. And the next thing I looked at was what I was drinking during the day. So I still allow myself to have my coffee in the morning, because that's just necessity. I'm probably addicted, but I really don't want to give that up. So I kept my coffee, reduced my lunch, and then for the rest of the day, I just balanced what I was drinking. I kind of stick with there's a tea that I like called Silken Bicha, and that is my favorite bottle drink for the daytime. And they actually have two versions of it. They have one that's supposed to reduce your visceral, like your organ fat, and they have the regular version. And the more healthy version is a little more expensive, or, you know, like what, 20 yen? So big deal, or no big deal. And so I stopped. Well, I never was drinking heavy soft drinks. I did occasionally have a Coke or something like that, but I still do, but I don't excessively overdo it. But I stick with Silken Bicha most of the time with the coffee in the morning. And then at nighttime, for the dinner time, I just did not really change my diet, except for reducing the rice. The rice was a big culprit in the weight gain. So I cut the rice out mostly. At least I was eating only, again, the magic number, 25% of what I was eating before as far as rice was concerned. And I just kept eating the same general foods that I would cook at home or when I go out. I really didn't change my diet. I really stuck with the same foods. But the key is just making sure that I was eating my dinner before 9 p.m. usually. As long as I had my dinner by 9 p.m. I felt pretty good. If I ate any later than that, then I think that was kind of not risky, but just that my body didn't like that very much. And I avoided, eating heavy sweets and snacks after 9 p.m. You get kind of, I forget the Japanese word for it, but there's a Japanese phrase, and I can't think off the top of my head right now, but it has to do with your mouth getting bored. So kimichi samashi or something like that, I can't remember, but basically it's, you just eat something because you just want to put something in your mouth. And that sounds really bad that way, but yeah. So you run a higher risk of having like candy or ice cream or some other snack at nighttime. And eating after 9 p.m. and heavy sugars, well, all you do is get fat, right? Anybody watching this video that knows where I'm going already, I know you're saying, oh, you could have gone the other way, it's quicker. I went that way because it's longer, because I'm early and I'm talking to you guys. So this was just a better way to go to kill a little extra time. So summary of the story is, after implementing all these new things as far as controlling my diet, when I was eating, how I was eating, and that kind of thing, I went down I started at 92 kilograms and I came down to, as of last night, I was 75.6. and all of my clothes are now super loose on me. Like I bought 3 new suits when I was bigger, and I'm like swimming in those suits now because they're just really overly big. So I'm going to keep my eating pattern because I'm really happy with the results, especially the timing. August to February, and lost that much weight. It's actually almost unhealthy, I think, but I feel really good. My energy level is much better anyway. So that's my positive weight loss story, which is a story I thought I would never ever tell, because I've never thought that I'd gained that much weight. And I realize after you get older and you need to kind of pay more attention or stop being so careless. And actually, and the real truth of it is that when I met someone new back in May and June, and she has a diet restriction on some things she can and can't eat. I mean, it's just one thing that she can't eat, and I'm not going to go into that detail, but basically, since I was hanging out with her, that was kind of an automated way for me to eat more healthy, because the food that she was eating was, 5, 6, 7 times better than what I was eating. So when we go out, it's always something generally more healthy but still good. And she introduced me to a lot of different new foods, I guess, that were a little bit better for digestive and health wise. So that worked out pretty well. Hey, and I kind of wanted to look better, so get rid of the extra fat, right? That's kind of the end of the story for this one. Not super fantastic as far as story or writing content, but hey, maybe you guys will get a kick out of the elevator. So let's get in the parking deck here. Oh, I got stopped. Dun, dun, dun. We'll pull over here, and then we'll press this cool little motorcycle button, and then we'll go into the cool little motorcycle elevator, and we'll shut off the engine so I don't choke myself, and close. This is by far my favorite motorcycle parking place.
First baseman.
So this first section is for hourly parking, and I can't make the damn turn. I always do that. I always make the same mistake. And then over there, there's a little sign to be on there that's monthly parking. And I think it's something like $15,000 in a month here for monthly parking, but I don't come here enough for that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I think I got my momentum back in getting these videos out, and life hasn't thrown me a freaking monkey wrench yet, so pretty good. So we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.